right afterwards.
So, dude.
Okay. So, Sev's.
I heard you've been
Sev's
making the
Arquins.
rounds.
I have.
Thank God someone knows.
I am gonna shoot straight.
Go for
The
it.
city is fucked.
Yep.
The legislation is fucked.
Real?
Every member of the council is complicit.
Base.
And I want to strip Murphy of his bar with a no confidence statement, like document, citing our grievances, post it to the docket, get it removed, take his place, and start pushing legislation that assists us, the lawyers, the singular line of defense that protects civilians, regardless of what their records, from getting mistreated, mishandled, and not being able to be properly represented and compensated when something wrong happens. I will simplify it by saying that Murphy's stupid ass, when I called him as a friend, as a colleague, as one of his 3 individuals that voted for him to get that position.
Yep.
I kept getting blanked, busy. Finally, over 3 days, finally get a fucking phone call. And this guy is like listening to fucking My Chemical Romance saying Max and Siobhan are going to kill me. And I don't got time for your fucking FOIA. I asked him, have you ever done a FOIA? He says, no. I'm like, do you know what the problem is? No, and I don't care. So you know what? He can suck my fucking dick. I hope Max puts a bullet in his head. He's a fucking useless piece of shit. And the only thing that he's good at is trying to go after, things that he can never have. So I fundamentally cannot comprehend how 7 months have gone by and no one has challenged the fact that FOIAs are not in legislation. It gets worse when I've spoken to parties at the highest levels. They all have a different interpretation of what it is. But the fundamental fact is, because it's not in legislation, motherfuckers can simply just not give a shit and we're fucked because there's no legal recourse. I have since had the conversations necessary that it is now being worked on and pushed forward. As just a guy with a bar license, I want to do more with that position. I want to bring and breathe life back into lawyers, both current and past. And then, depending on circumstances, if there is not a better candidate, I will become the mayor in 4 weeks and actually stop making changes instead of passing a bunch of bullshit that is just restrictive and fundamentally does not build upon the framework.
Sorry, I'm on the phone.
Started 7 months ago.
Text me. Sorry, someone pulled up on me. Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Would you sign such a document of no confidence?
I will sign majority.
Okay.
If the majority vote for it, yes. Dude, I don't do politics at all, man. I stick... Here's the thing.
It's a vote of no confidence, so they wouldn't... it'd be not a vote of no confidence. It'd be like a fucking... here, the signed have said blah, blah, blah. And I think I've got, I think you're, calling them a 7 or 8 or something. And
I don't doubt it a lot.
I have... Even though I sound the most passionate, other people I've spoken to have significantly more history and distrust in the man. So
homie, dude, this shit has been fucked so much so I think, which is crazy because I'm a new generation lawyer and I am probably the oldest of the old guard of the new generation, which is fucking wild to me because they have either all gone to PD or quit. All the paralegals that I tried to help all quit because there was no actual course for them to get a bar license and everything like that. I'm very chill whenever it comes to law. I know my lane and I stick to it. Dude, I stay out of a lot of the shit, bro, because it's just not worth it. And I believe heavily. I will, by the way, I will sign it. That's fine. I love that ignorance is fucking bliss because if I plead ignorance, then I don't have to deal with people's stupidity because stupid people piss me off. I hate it so much.
I am exactly the same way. If you're not, if you're here, I'm a yapper. I've been telling people I'm a fucking yapper. But if your yapping is not paired with action, you are useless.
Yep.
You are in my way. You are a barrier that will be removed so that
we need help desperately
can happen. So,
one thing I will say is I could actually use your help with something. I've been a favorite to become one of the new judges to help with civil cases. I'm not a docket. I have no interest in being a docket judge.
Okay.
I want to be the judge that people can rely on, the people that like need someone to sign off on certificates, civil cases, shit like that.
Bench trials,
like this,
brother. Bench trials.
Yep.
Yes.
I will take whatever civil case, a bench trial and shit is thrown at me. That is my goal. I have zero interest in dealing with terrorism or fucking anything like that, because right now all the laws are to target the 5% of the hundreds of thousands of citizens that need help.
That's exactly the fucking problem.
Yeah. So my goal, I'll sign this, but I need your help to get that position.
Listen, anyone that I listen, brother, rubber stamp. I've known you for a minute. Got a good head on your shoulders.
Appreciate that.
More bench judges, the better.
I think I bring an interesting perspective, as I'm not a career law person, and because of music and everything like that, I'm in touch with quite literally everyone in the city, one way, shape, or form. So I think I'd bring a pretty unbiased opinion to a lot of things.
I don't disagree, and I think that's something that is absolutely necessary, which is more diversity, right?
Exactly. And apparently every lawyer has been supporting me on it, but I keep getting told, elections are going to happen, this, that, it just keeps getting pushed back. But every day it gets harder to wake up and clock in knowing that nothing I do fucking matters.
It will by the time I'm done. Listen, I have decided that either I am changing everything or assisting in changing everything, and I see progress, or I'm taking a flight out of here. Well, I am, but
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
No, 100%. Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of really good lawyers that aren't taken seriously, that have really good heads on the shoulders, that need a little bit of guidance and need a little bit of leadership. Because we don't know what is happening with Shaban and Max. They don't really talk to us much because they're dealing with their own shit.
Well, so I'm gonna sprinkle a little of like where my vision is for the future of the government and the city council. One of my first acts, if I am elected in 4 weeks, and look, I am willing to step back if somebody that is more capable and can take on the responsibility, actually, not this fucking Osvaldo bullshit or this Pred bullshit, actually take it on, because the city's fucked right now. Right?
It's rough.
You
it is in a bad position.
Like fucking dumbass, on God, because you're gonna have another 6 months of bullshit. Even though they may be friendly and they may do a little bit here and there, like there needs to be serious advancement and shit. And I think one of the things, if it is within the scope of the council's ability, bring more democracy. I want to see the city council actually being a true beacon by which people give their information, and there being dialogue, bills being generated, put to vote, and if it passes a certain bar, the city votes on it. And
I also wish they talked to people.
100%. And I think that is something that should be baked in as a responsibility of the council. And if they are fundamentally, if you do not look at the council and say like, hey, they're listening and actually representing us, there's an issue. And
I can't name a single decent thing that they've actually done. And that's not like to throw shade at them, but like I don't know anything that has benefited citizens.
Well, look at the legislation. It's fucking, it's brain dead.
Yeah, it's bad. Did you see the new business legislation that goes against the Constitution?
Yeah, so that's another thing, and that's like a bigger problem I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying like that. They don't even know the Constitution right now. Like they put that because they thought it was a good idea, and I mean I respect people's opinions and shit, but the fact that the people that are making our laws didn't know that it was a direct counter to the thing that we build our entire lives on is insane.
Well, and I think that's where lawyers can expand as well. Like, why not have our city's lawyers be picking the shit apart in advance of, I don't know. There's a lot. So I'll put it this way. There's a lot of like broader problems that I think require attention. However, though it cannot be given attention until the more fundamental issues are resolved.
That's valid.
Right?
Yeah, you got to start from the ground up, I suppose.
So it's like, and this is my argument with Murphy. Is he gonna be able to, you know, get what he's trying to get done? I don't know. Maybe it's kind of a bit of a
the impeachment.
The impeachment. But I asked him.
Dude told me he felt unsafe.
Bro, this guy's always feeling fucking unsafe.
Yeah.
He should be. He's the kind of guy that might forget he's driving and crash into a fucking wall. I was like, well, like, and I know I feel like I'm the FOIA guy, you know, I just FOIA this, FOIA that. If you cannot get like clear guidance and legislation around being able to pull documents for criminal, government paperwork, etc., how do you plan on doing anything? You can't.
I stopped FOIAing. I never got a single FOIA back that I put back. I put out for 5 whenever I was starting law. I never got a single one back, and so I tell the clients like I'm not doing that.
That should, so if our utensils are not sharp, then you know what the fuck are you doing in the kitchen? You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, true.
So, and you know that opens up that whole like spirit of the law, letter of the law bullshit, and you know that shit needs clarity too. Obviously, some of this is outside of my purview, but you know my voice is allowed to say whatever the fuck, right? So
exactly.
That's where I'm going at things. Look, Damien, I got many rounds to make. So, if you need anything, you need help with down in cells, you need someone to speak to, you have problems as a lawyer, bring it to me. Pretend I'm the head of bar. Obviously, I'm not taking it officially, but I am doing whatever I can. If there's a, like, even a, you know, 50% of us are facing some issue, I want to take that shit on headstrong, you know?
Understood. And I've also told a lot of the lawyers that have talked to me, 3 of them that have asked me about you, that I do trust you completely and that they should trust you as well.
Hell yeah.
You've never steered me wrong, so yeah, I back you 100%.
All right. I appreciate that, Damien. Anyone that's got any questions, even outside of the legal circles, feel free to send them my number. I'm willing to chat with everyone pretty open and honestly.
All right. We'll do our best.
All right.
Talk soon.
Appreciate you. Take care.
Bye.